I'm at a minute 40 here.
Alright, talk to me.
Fuck me. That thing went super bright too.
Good thing that was an empty one. Alright, talk to me.
Alright, talking to you. So welcome back. It's the 5th episode now. You know, enough of that palaver. You know, we talked about Victoria this week.
Yeah.
You know, no two ways about it. You thought that was
This week last year?
Yeah. This current week, though, it's coming out.
Yeah.
You know.
We made it.
Getting to listen back still to all these things.
Yeah.
Lots of interesting stuff there. But not a whole lot to say about this one. We covered a lot of it in the actual podcast. One thing I don't know if it came across super hard was just what a strong recommendation movie this is.
Yeah.
This is definitely one where I'd be going around telling everybody they got to check this out.
Yeah.
And it's also one where I've put it on a bunch of times just to have people realize that there's no cuts at some point.
Right.
I don't remember if I did that to you the first time.
No, but that's genius. To see, I would love to do that kind of like social experiment.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it really is, you know, a diamond in the rough. There should be a lot more conversation about this. It took us a couple times to actually watch the full thing. I think we kept starting it or something. Or maybe we only just tried to watch it once.
Yeah. Did I tell you about the no thing the first time? Or did I just be like, check this movie out, you know, we're going to watch this, and with no prefacing it?
No, you definitely told me that it was one shot.
Damn.
Before. Yeah.
But I have a huge track record for doing that with music as well. There's this Neil Young album that came out not too long ago, and one of the songs is like 30 something minutes long, and for a work trip we were driving. It took till like almost Chester before some people realized.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, I was on a work trip, and we were almost like 30 minutes outside of the city before some people realized that it was the same song, Drifting Back, if you want to go listen to it.
Did you do that to Kirill as well?
No, what I did with Kirill was so much different. When we were coming back from Lake Torment, it was snowy, and sometimes I'll listen to Crisis by Alexis on Fire because it's about a huge snowstorm. But in this case, I was listening to this Every Time We Die band, and every song was like the same amount of intensity. So it just felt like the same song over and over and over again. And I convinced Kirill that it was the same song over and over again. But I was just kidding.
Yeah, those were funny times, man.
Yeah, brutally cold like it is now almost.
But we were away for, what was it, a week or just a weekend? Maybe it was just a weekend.
Just a weekend, but maybe a 3-day.
But we hit like every different type of weather you could possibly get. Like it was sunny at times, it was raining at times, it was cool, it was hot. And then we ended off like, of course, when we have to drive home from Chester, it just bombs snow.
Yeah, it was so dicey driving home that night.
Yeah.
Then having to drop everybody off as well at their respective terribly snowed in homes.
Yeah. We dropped the girl off at a gas station or something.
Oh, I hope so. That would only improve the memory. Just kidding. Love you, Kirill.
Yeah, lots of love. For the whole Magnificent 9 or whatever we call this.
Yeah,
plus Devon.
Some numbers, yeah.
8 plus Dev. But yeah, I think that, you know, this is a short episode, but we really...
Don't worry, it feels long.
But like for a short episode, we really pack a lot into it. We're really like focused, honed in on this film.
Yeah, and I
maybe
think
more so than some in the past.
Yeah, well, just proud to be able to shed some light on this movie that's so tough to even recommend to people. Not from my standpoint, but as the receiver.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, yeah, go watch Victoria. Oh, and the one about the Queen?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Everyone says that.
Yeah, that's what I'm recommending you watch. Yeah. And then you have to say, no, 2015. You have to look up 2015 Victoria.
Yeah, exactly. I've been trying to get people to watch this hatchet-wielding hitchhiker documentary just because I want to have a conversation about it with someone.
I've let you down. I didn't get to watch it last night.
Yeah. But I put this post on Facebook. I was like, did anyone watch Don't Fuck with Hitchhikers?
Yeah.
And Chell was like, do you mean 5 pounds? And I didn't even put that together.
Yeah.
I was like, that would be a funny name for 5 pounds.
Yeah, hitchhiker should have been the operative word and should have sent you into...
Hitchhiko.
Yeah.
Hitchhiko.
Oh.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was like grindhousey. I really wish... Yeah, it would have be a totally different film to have that name.
Oh, the next time you hear that word, you're going to have to pay for DVD extras.
Yeah, exactly. But, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, because... Also, what I was saying with the Don't Fuck with Hitchhikers thing is that, I really... One of the things I like most about the documentary is the same thing I like about Don't Fuck with Cats. It's such like a modern documentary where like social media is such a vehicle.
People are all coming together to find this guy and put all the information together. Yeah,
or just like there's a lot of, because it's a viral sensation.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's all this YouTube stuff, and then people look, oh, he has Facebook, and then where
he has Facebook.
Later on, he has Facebook, but he only posts like once a month or something like that. So everyone was like, oh, he put out another post. And like a lot of them are fucked. But Don't Fuck with Cats was, I thought, brilliant the way that they used Facebook and social media, YouTube. Like when it's not just the video of him doing evil things to kittens, but you can't show the whole image. So you see a little bit of it at the top, but it's just the play button and you see it going. And I just thought that was brilliant. You see like the close-up of the notifications on Facebook, and I thought it was just really smart, and it's just, modern, this era of documentary. Yeah. Which is, really exciting. Mm-hmm. Also, another recommendation if you're into documentary is 3 Strangers.
Don't even bother to tell me about it. Keep that shit a stranger.
Yeah, that's the one that I won't say anything about. Yeah. Like we were talking about last time, is there sometimes you want to spoil a movie, and sometimes you don't want to spoil a movie. Yeah. And that's the only thing I'll say about spoilers.
Okay. The reloaded ears will be very happy to hear that. So, pretty well the last thing I wanted to say, other than... if I were to apologize for any garbage that I said during it. But we talked about some Seinfeld movies.
Always.
I sent you a link the other day to a movie called The Other Side of Darkness.
Oh, yeah? And that's a Seinfeld movie?
Well, it's a movie about a girl in a coma. Kramer is very concerned that...
oh, that's the one that he's watching. Oh, nice.
I can't remember. Yeah. It must have been...
He never
doesn't sound like
end.
a Gene pick.
Yeah. Is it a Gene pick?
No, he's the one who does the funny... Did Vincent?
Vincent had the good movies, and Gene had the bad... Because she was like, I guess I'm going to have to watch a Gene... She says something about Gene flicks stink, and he's like, I'm Gene.
Yeah. But whose pick was Other Side of Darkness? Anyway, besides the point, look it up yourselves.
But that episode where he's scared to be in a coma because he only watches half the movie, doesn't know that she wakes up at the end. Yeah. And he can't, Jerry's like, you can't let go, or he's to Jerry. He's saying, you can't let go of anything. I got to go to Elaine. And Elaine's there with the cigar like, are you going to pull the plug if this happens? Yeah. Yank it like you're starting a mower. And I love those scenes where they really can make Elaine... pack a punch just like the guys, right?
Yeah, of course. But that's why I looked up The Other Side of Darkness to see if there was ever a movie made.
Yeah.
And it just so happened that 2022 this trailer came out. And I didn't even look at it, to tell you the truth. I just copied the link and sent it right to you to watch, thinking you'd just do it blindly because I sent it to you.
I didn't get it. And I forgot to ask you about it. So I failed on that one.
Yeah, no, I was waiting all week to see if it would clue in for you.
Yeah. Well, me and you are hearing it first.
Yeah. And, I mean, would you go see The Other Side of Darkness? Was it a short film? Or
I watched the trailer. It looked like a stinker.
Oh, no. Well, I don't know if we'll cover it on the
You know what
cast.
wasn't a stinker? Victoria. Get out there and watch this. Victoria 2015.
Yeah. Make sure you use the 2015. A better time. No, I'm just kidding. Suck, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely suck.
Yeah.
Glad we're here now.
Phyllis hated it. Anything else you want to throw in there? I'm pretty happy with that.
I'm good.
I'm good. Phyllis?
See you later.
What are you talking about, bro? Fucking out of here, man.
I don't even know what we're talking about no more, my man.
So,
Oh, a little gentle reminder right there.
2015,
Yeah.
Mad Max,
Fury Road.
Fury Road. Probably my favorite film of 2015.
Yeah, it was a killer one.
Yeah. 50 Shades of Grey came out.
Oh, yeah.
Sicario.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that till the sequel.
Did you watch the first one as well?
Yeah, I did.
They had such different feels to them. But, yeah, I'm a big Del Toro fan.
Oh, kidding me? Yeah.
A lot of reboots in 2015. Force Awakens. I don't know if that was the first reboot of the last installment of the Star Wars movies, but also Jurassic World
Oh, yeah.
and Creed.
Oh, yeah.
So bringing the Rocky back, and I thought that was a great way of continuing the Rocky story without having Sylvester Stallone have to get in the ring over and over.
Yeah, definitely.
Also,
Another one, the exact same scenario as Sicario. I watched Creed the same day as Creed 2.
Okay, yeah, and I thought you can only imagine if Rocky was shot the same way that Creed was.
Yeah.
That high impact in the ring.
Yeah.
Oh man.
With the way cinematography is now.
Yeah.
But Rocky, had some of the most important of all time.
Yeah.
Because that Garrett Brown guy invented the Steadicam for Rocky to do that scene going up the stairs and around him.
Yeah.
And so, pioneering, but the new one is super crazy.
Yeah. So another reboot, NWA.
Oh
Made
yeah,
a big comeback with Straight Outta Compton.
man, I was so excited for that movie to come out.
Yeah. I think it was out of those hip hop biopics. It definitely was. It stands at the top for sure.
Yeah.
All Eyes on Me was all right.
Notorious.
I thought they made Biggie look so stupid. He didn't have a sentence that had more than 3 words the whole movie.
No.
I thought they didn't do his character justice whatsoever.
My heartbeat sounds like Sasquatch feet. That was 7. I remember he said that in the movie.
Yeah. But, I don't know. Maybe he was like that, but they just made him seem like the guy, for the lyrics that he could come up with, the lyricism, I can't see him talking like that to people. I think he would be a little bit more boisterous than they make him in that film. Hateful Eight.
Oh yeah.
Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
Made his little comeback. Well,
Yeah.
no, because I guess Hateful Eight and Django weren't even that far apart.
Yeah, really, all things considered.
Yeah.
Only a couple of years.
I think 2012 Django came out.
Yeah. The Slow Burn,
Yeah.
Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
I remember when it came out, I felt like a lot of people were like really unsure of it after they watched it. Like they're like, "Oh, I don't know if that was like his best movie."
Yeah.
But it is good.
Yeah. No, it's entertaining. I think I don't even know if I'd put it in his top 5 films. Definitely top 8.
Yeah.
But what I appreciated from it is he definitely brought it back to the Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah, that little
contained,
scope.
Yeah.
One location.
Yeah, exactly. Very Reservoir Dogs.
Yeah.
Green Room, which seems to be like a very modern cult classic.
Oh yeah, the same one is Blue something. Blue Ruins?
I haven't seen Blue Ruins.
I think maybe they're like same director, something like that. I'd have to double check, but what do you know about that one?
I haven't even watched Green Room. I got so many people that are like, can't believe that I haven't watched it. Because it's such like a modern cult classic. A lot of people
that's true.
really enjoy it.
I do have it on a list.
I just know like the subject matter of the cannibalism and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Lobster.
Which
might be something that we should pick up on later in our ventures. It's Colin Farrell, and he goes to this retreat where for single people that go and they try to find love.
Oh yeah.
But if they can't find love within the first week, they have to pick an animal to be reincarnated by. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty out there. Yeah, I think you'd enjoy it.
I like the sounds of it.
Another film that came out in 2015, Victoria.
Yeah.
All done in one shot.
Yeah.
I think this is the first thing I've ever seen that was feature length, all one shot.
I suspect it was, yeah.
We did compete against one in Best Thriller of the Year competition. I don't even know if it was a competition. It was just the 5 best thrillers that were put into the Wild Sound Festival over 2021. There's a short film that was all one shot. Recently, in the past couple of years, 1917 came out.
Yeah.
That was meant to look like it was all one shot.
Yeah.
But I think it was like 4.
Yeah, it's a low number, but...
Yeah. And
Birdman.
I
think Birdman had a couple of cuts in it as well, similar to
1917.
But obviously 1917 so much more ambitious in a way. But this thing has got a lot of variety in what they do in one shot.
It's amazing. And there's no tricks, there's no hidden cuts. This is all one shot for almost 2.5 hours. Yeah,
I really wish when I got this Blu-ray disc off of the internet, I was really hoping it would have the director's commentary, just to find out a little bit more on how this all came together. Like, basically know the main bits of information. Like, this was the 3rd take, and you were looking at it and you saw there was like 3 boom operators, and just led us to a lot of speculation is where all the trade-offs and the relay happen.
Well, I remember when me and you watched it. Halfway through, we went out for a smoke break, and it was probably the most guilty cigarette that we've ever had, because that camera guy couldn't take a smoke break. He was in there for the full. So bad on us that we couldn't sit through it as long as the camera guy was, because that was amazing. Going in and out of cars, upstairs, running after them when they're on a bike. Like, there was so much. But yeah, in IMDb, it credits 3 people as boom operators. So whether that's like one person could only do one take, you know what I mean? Or was there certain locations that had a boom operator waiting? Because, you know, you can't trade, like, passing off a camera would be a little risky, but you can pass off the audio work to someone else.
Yeah, I was of the suspicion that they timed it out in a certain way, because it goes to daylight. Like, it wasn't 3 in a row on the same night. It would have been like over 3 nights possibly.
Yeah.
But still, I'm not even 100% on that.
And it, pardon the pun, dawned on me when they were going to the bank robbery that, because the gangster there says, like, you got to be there for 6:30, 6:45.
Yeah.
So that's when then they're driving and you can see, like, it's, the sun's coming up, it's dawn, and I'm like, so if they messed up, do they have to wait until next weekend?
Yeah.
And is that when the boom operator had to change?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you watch this and you're like, wow, the cameraman. Like, think about the cameraman, but you don't think about the audio guy, and it's such a funny thing because audio is one of those things that people always forget about.
Yeah, and it's, you know, at least half as important. Like, it's 50-50 in visuals, the video and the sound.
Yeah. And speaking of
at
sound...
least people probably, like, it's not 50-50 stupid.
And it's funny because, you know, there's only subtitles when they're speaking German. And I don't think we even said that this is a German film. But for a lot of the time, they're speaking English, but it's kind of hard to understand them at some points.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I found this, especially when they're going up the elevator and it broke into, there's the music rose, and they're talking, they're having conversations, but you can't hear what they're saying. And it's kind of like, wow, like, this film, especially watching it the second time, was like, you don't really have to pay attention. There's so much small talk. Especially, like, it's the first act is an hour long. Like, it doesn't really get to anything until an hour in. So it's just a bunch of small talk, like a little exposition of, you know, Victoria, when she met these people, knew right away that they weren't great Samaritans. She meets them when they're trying to break into a car, and then she wants to hang out with them. They go to the roof. They all admit things that they've done in their past to her, and then she continues to hang out with them. You know what I mean? And then
an accomplice, you say?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, ultimately, for sure,
falls in love with Sonny. Seems to. Brings him to the cafe for some cow, which I didn't know that he was saying cocoa.
Yeah, hot chocolate, essentially. I
took
think.
the second time, but he liked it cold. He likes cold chocolate.
Yeah. And that super interesting piano part.
Yes.
Like probably dubbed, but done very convincingly. Yeah. You know, she really put a lot into that performance. If she did play it, I'd be, 100 times as amazed. But
and that's what, that's one thing, a predicament that we're in our journey through film is, do they go after this Victoria, or the actress that played Victoria, because she can play piano, and then kind of hope that she can act a bit? Or is it an actor that happens to play piano? Or do you just get someone to act like they're playing piano? And she was definitely playing it. Like, there were some shots where it's showing. Yeah. Like, those hands don't lie. It's hard to show,
the hands.
Yeah. And we were also laughing when she sits on the edge of the roof. Like, if something were to go wrong, do they have another Victoria on standby?
Oh, yeah.
Some stunts for this one shot.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The characters, Boxer, Sonny, Blinker, Bling Bling Blinker, and then Fuzz, who you see the least of. He had some birthday luck because he was too drunk to go into the situation that they all got into.
Yeah.
Going down, meeting the gangster. I really liked the part of when he gives them the guns and the gloves, and he's like, all right, let's see what you got. And they have to do a rehearsal of the robbery.
Yeah.
And I thought that was so, like, Guy Ritchie. I don't know if this director, Sebastian Schipper, took some inspiration. It just seemed like such a snatchy lock, stock, and smoke and barrel kind of thing to do.
Yeah, definitely. Did you catch the mistake this time around?
Even the second time, I didn't... when I thought about it, I would have just missed it. You know what I mean? But, no, and that's one of the things, like, might have been a line that was a little hard to understand his accent anyways.
Yeah. I missed it on that last watch, but it's something so small, like, out of the whole thing, like that they like walk into the hotel lobby or something, or he walks into somewhere else and says, this is a nice hotel.
I think it's when he goes to the cafe.
It might be,
I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, I don't know, but wherever he is, it's like not where he says he is.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, like, you know, I think it's not the mess up, but the recovery.
Yeah.
That would decide if it's like, okay, do we have to do this? You know, there's one time they're running up the stairs, and she trips on the stairs. And it's like, did they want her to trip on the stairs, or did she just trip on the stairs and keep going? Yeah. Because it's one of those things that, like, it works well.
Yeah.
So you're not going to call cut on something like that. As long as the
call cut. Movie's over.
Yeah. Blinker's jacket. Everyone's throwing away their jacket. It's funny because they're saying, like, get rid of your jackets, get rid of your jackets. It's Sonny that's saying, and Boxer gets rid of his jacket.
Yeah.
They take Blinker's jacket from him,
mm-hmm.
and then he goes and gets it back. Like, you don't even see him get it back, but sooner or later he just has it back on. And, you know, does that lead to their downfall? So, the little things like that. And it's funny because Sonny's the one who's saying, take your jackets off, but he never takes his jacket off.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's such hypocrisy in this movie.
But what I was going to say is, like, with the heart attacks, like, this movie knows how to just keep the tension going, keep the pace going.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have that room to breathe in the second.
That was one thing I noticed with Birdman was, like, it was a little bit tiresome to watch. But this one did manage to keep it, super fresh and be able to switch things up really fast. Like the first shot, like not very epileptic friendly to begin with, the flashing lights in the club, but you know, it's like a real slow, like, do you know, really know what you're in for. Like it just starts on this thing and like, as it goes, you can't believe how far from the beginning that you wind up in this one, like, oh my god, still same shot. You know, it's fun to say that out loud, you know, every, 35 minutes. Oh, nice.
Yeah, exactly. And the beautiful moments with the car that they stole. It's like the door, they have to unlock it, and even in the rehearsal, they can't get the door open and stuff like that.
You gotta reach over.
And then they're in the bank.
Climb over.
They're in the bank, and she, and the car turns off, and she can't get it to turn back on. And, like, what an anxious, like, and that's the beauty of this one shot, is that you're along for the whole ride.
Yeah, there's no escape from it.
Yeah. You're in that car. And you feel what she feels, is like you're the getaway driver and your getaway car has stopped working. Yeah.
Not one fade to black or anything.
And she's just along for the ride too. Because she just met these people. She's saying, you know, it's one of those beautiful things because, you know, movies, people can tend to just be like, oh, well, why didn't she just leave? It's like, no, because that would be a shitty ass movie. Like, stop asking these questions. It doesn't matter why she didn't leave.
Yeah, that's the thing you gotta suspend.
Yeah. And that's up for interpretation of why she didn't leave.
Yeah. And another thing you mentioned about the along for the ride thing, and this is something I didn't realize was gonna pop up with, like you said, when they speak German, the subtitles come up. But the first couple times I saw this movie in the past, I do not recall seeing any subtitles. So I felt like I was like, more like her, because she had no idea. I was just like, I get it. She doesn't speak German. I don't speak German.
Yeah.
None of us get to find out what this says, but
yeah, and that's what we talked about even with Good Morning. Like, foreign films and just film in general, you can watch it. Go back to silent films when they didn't have dialogue. You can still pick up the story. You can still pick up the characters just from visual aids. That's what film's all about. That was a beautiful moment too. That they go back to the club that they weren't even allowed in the first place. They chuck a couple hundos at them. A couple brown bills is what us Canadians would call them. They're at this dance, almost like a rave, underground UK club. So that the music is high energy. You can tell by the way they're dancing and stuff like that. And, they're having such a good time. But they play this really slow, soft music that, like, complements each other and contrasts each other so well. And you see Sunny and Victoria, they start finally, because there's so many moments where they're like go to kiss each other, and they're like what and then finally they're like on each other, they're feeling the moment. Obviously, Blinker and Boxer are feeling the moment because they get stripped down naked and they're dancing around until they get kicked out. And then there's the beautiful Spider-Man kiss between Victoria and Sunny as Boxer is holding her over his shoulder. Yeah, the gymnastics and stuff. Yeah, walking upstairs. Yeah. Like, it was just like a crazy shot. One of those beautiful moments of this one shot that's just like, wow. Like, the choreography, and like, how can you 100% choreograph something like that, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's just, if he was 2 steps up, it wouldn't have been as great as a shot. It's just perfect. Like, just the conservation of him, just like making sure that he's not too close, not too far. He's just, he's in the pocket the whole way. You're exactly right. Like, I thought about, like, he does a good job. Like, it could have easily been too many shots that were too close, or like framed a little bit too weird, or something that would really show its flaws, show the real problems with doing the whole one shot thing, expose it for all that it is. Like, sure, it's easy to do that, but you can't make it look good. Yeah, exactly. And for even the tight quarters, like the car and the elevator and stuff like that, it just, everything just seemed to fit the frame so well. Yeah, you're right. When they went in the car, like, if you really focus on it, like, the just like if you're zooming or something, you want to do it on motion. So there's always like, like that reach over you mentioned. Like, was that intentional, just so you could get that momentum, just to motivate the shot to move that way? Yeah. So it really, like, it could get you in the mood to potentially overthink on this. Like, I feel like on the commentary, it's like, it was a 15 and a half page script. These guys
just met them in the club. Actually, just we didn't need to stop rolling. Yeah, they were just bad.
Yeah. And like one of the beautiful moments of movement in the film was in the back of the car when, like you said, Boxer reaches over her. He's following his hand to unlock. He goes back to Victoria's. Boxer exits the car, and then he follows Boxer around the car into where he gets in his seat, and then he's like looking back, talking, and then he pans over to Sonny, and he could get everyone in the perfect frame.
Yeah,
it was amazing. Even since we're talking about great moments of movement, is when in the barricades when the cops have them, and Blinker is the first one to go, and the camera's behind the barricade looking at Boxer and Sonny and Victoria, and then just as one of them are screaming Blinker's name, the camera rises and gets a little shot of Blinker, and then the shots go off and it sneaks back down, and it's like another moment where you're like, I am in this.
Yeah.
Like, I am there. Because that's me looking over to see if Blinker... Oh, no, he's done. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. That's such an underrated bit of immersion.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, even upon... Like, you had to get to watch it a couple times. Oh, so really get to focus on that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But, oh... Yeah, like exactly, like that motivated movement, and to nail it like that, like even the like running down the road thing, like the pictures that I saw didn't like there was no big rig or anything. Like I don't know if they had just like a handy cam with some good steady. Yeah.
The only thing that I could find, and it looks like it's just a test run because Boxer still has hair in it. It's on YouTube. And he doesn't even have a steady cam or a vest or anything like that, man. Yeah, he's holding it. He's got the little handle on top of the camera, and that's crazy. I'm sure they might have went with the steady cam for the actual film, but it was mind blowing to see that one clip and be like, man, that guy's just holding the camera. And I think there's just so much movement that you don't really notice the shakes, you know what I mean? Or it's just, you are the lens, so it's just, you psychologically, you just, you don't even notice any of the shakes or anything like that.
Yeah, and definitely, like filming concerts and stuff like that, like some of the shows have that kind of vibe when they go for like an hour or even sometimes more. Yeah. And you're just going the whole time, and you do really get into that like vibe of just moving with the motions. And it does cover up a lot of the mistakes to me, know that you have that. I guess it's probably like giving you the time to exhale properly or something, because I find I do, like, I sometimes will like tense up, for a while, and it'll seem like won't even be breathing or anything, just like it's like going like a statue, and then get moving.
If you exhale, you're gonna ruin the shot.
It feels like life and death sometimes in that moment. Like you never want to be like whatever.
And like,
or even that boxing. Holy moly, that's what like. Yeah, it just felt like ballet filming something like that.
Yeah, because with boxing or any combat sports, it's not like a concert where you might miss one golden shot, but if you miss that knockout, you're ruined. You know what I mean?
And it can happen any time. You see many times over the course of a night.
A basketball game, you miss a nice 3-pointer, you'll probably get a dunk later. You miss a nice dunk, you'll probably get a nice 3-pointer later. But if you don't get that knockout, man,
Nothing.
You got to get out of there before anyone asks you how it went.
You can piss away history.
Yeah. And I remember, I'm filming a boxing match that is also a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
So when I'm there and I'm filming, I can't react. Everyone's reacting. I go Joey, go Joey, hit him. Oh no.
Duck. You don't want to be nodding.
I can't have any of those impulses. I have to go robotic. I don't know these people, and it's a weird way to process.
Yeah. You shut right down.
Yeah.
You total blinders. You just live in that world.
Yeah. And it's almost like, you watch the whole thing, but you don't experience it.
Yeah, exactly right. Like, you're focused on only, like, keeping shapes a certain way.
Yeah, that's why I kind of took a step back from being, carrying a camera everywhere as I went. Because you feel like, you got the footage, but you lost the experience of it.
Yeah.
So, the twist, I guess, if there's any twist of this film, is that Sonny actually did get shot during the barricade scene.
The old classic bullets in there. And those ones nearly always lethal.
Yeah. I don't know if I don't know if you saw it like in the second or third time that you watched it, but knowing that and watching it again, you can really see him acting as if, like, when they take the house hostage, like, he's really kind of falling over. She has to repeat herself because he's going in, like, he's half coherent. There's a part when they get to the hotel, he's really like breathing heavy, his eyes are rolling back, but it seems like he's just, like, so tired of, it's almost like his heart's pumping out of his chest because all this has been going on, and it's trying to slow down because it's at a slower part that seems like they might have got away. Yeah. But, watching it again, you see that he's slowly dying. She goes to the bathroom in the hotel and kind of cleans herself up before she goes and tries to get out. She goes to, like, the public bathroom. Before she goes and swindles a hotel room because they don't have any passports. And I only picked this out the second time when they got him with the blood.
Oh, yeah, good opportunity to prep him for the whole thing.
Yeah. The camera takes her away and they can prep him.
Yeah, you don't see it coming, though.
Yeah. I thought the blankets might have been pre-bloody.
Yeah.
But you can see in the bed he's really, like, doing something.
Yeah,
so I think he's really trying to, like, cut into it or something, and get it all over the bed. And then she decides to call an ambulance or call the front desk, say we need an ambulance. And I don't know if ambulances are on bikes in Germany, because I know they like to bike a lot. And obviously Victoria picked up to biking because she was in Germany. But that's filmmaking for you, because that's the one last part of them, like, just leave. Why don't you get out of there? But she just stays there until he's finally gone, and then she just disappears.
Yeah, they did time things out well, but you wonder if they did miss any of them. Yeah, you died for an extra minute 5. I think the audience is really gonna have to suffer through that.
Yeah.
Well, would say better luck next time, but this is it, kid.
One of his last lines to her is just, go, no one knows you.
Yeah.
And it's funny because Madrid? She's from Madrid?
Prague? No.
I think it was Madrid that she said she came
Spain?
from. And she just moved to Berlin. And she was working in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
So, like, where do you think it went from there? Did she go back to Madrid? Did she just go back to the coffee shop?
Did she lock the coffee shop when she left it?
What happened to Fuzz?
Yeah, he did all right. Turned his life around.
Yeah.
He's got an SLC or Train Spotting type spin-off coming.
That'd be funny. Victoria Part 2. Return of Fuzz. Yeah. I haven't seen, I don't know how much Sebastian Schipper has directed or written other than this.
Yeah,
I'd love to.
sure.
I'm now interested in seeing what else he's done. Checking him out, he was actually an interrogation room soldier, an English patient.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah. And he was Mike in Run Lola Run.
Oh, Run
Russian.
Lola Run is...
I think it's Russian.
Such a cool movie.
Yeah.
But I don't remember... Is not the main...
No.
Yeah, it's
No.
just
Mike.
some random...
I
fella in
can't
the
even
movie.
remember, but Run Lola Run. I think we watched that with Ashley in film,
Definitely in film school.
and it's all done backwards.
Can't... Is it backwards? Something.
I don't know.
Oh, no. That one's out of SD card.
Well, I guess that's it.
Well, we still got 2 cameras up. For now. He's
Still on?
Everything else is still live.
Okay.
We have 1 soldier down. Can we get an English patient?
I rather watch Snack Lunch. Remember that?
Oh,
Everyone's going gaga over English Patient, and Elaine hates it.
yeah.
And she'd rather go watch Snack Lunch.
Yeah, that's like the funniest name ever.
Yeah. And I don't know if...
It was Snack Lunch, right?
Yeah.
That's such a funny combination. Is that even a real movie, or
I
was
don't
like...
know.
Because there was a couple that were just made up, I'm pretty sure. For
Rochelle, I think that was made up.
Yeah,
An
exactly.
erotic tale of a woman's journey from Milan to Minsk.
Yeah, some Schindler's List.
Death blow. And I wish I could remember the line, but Kramer's like, returning not for vengeance, but a different reason altogether. Yeah. I think we should always end an episode with a Seinfeld reference from now on.
Yeah. Serenity now. People say that a lot,
Yeah.
But that's the bad thing to say,
Yeah. It's when you're stressed out.
Yeah, well, that's what makes you crazy is saying it.
Yeah.
But they say it as though they're going to get peace from it. But they miss the moral of the story.
Alright, Mastermind, you tired or you good?
I think that we're going to fit the profile. Like, they're going to be like, you know what? I think they, made themselves look a little tired for the show.
Yeah, just like Amber
Gone
Heard.
through great lengths.
If I can pulled an Amber Heard.
It took a...
Stayed up for 72 hours to make you look a little rough.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been on just an awake bender.
Yeah. We might have been canceled for that line.
Yeah, well. Later, folks.
You heard?
Yeah. I wonder what side the whole thing's gonna land on. Bombshell after bombshell. At this point, I haven't heard talk. Heard talk, I think is the proper way to say that. At all.
I think Johnny Depp will make it through. That cat's got 9 fingers.
Just getting outed. Paul Bettany. Oh, yeah. Does coke with him. Or like Marilyn Manson or whatever. Like, these people are like, great. I'm glad. I'm pretty sure everybody on the internet and stuff is watching this now because it's like live everywhere.
It's crazy.
Yeah. And they were saying, I saw the lawyers talking about how she wanted $7 million or whatever, and it cost them $14 million, or like, like maybe it was going to cost like $30 million in total that he would have to work to make that much to pay this to have it be tax free for her, and
a megapint. Do you see some of that stuff?
what?
He's like, is this your signature? Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is your signature, right?
For the fourth time.
If it's the same signature as the 3 other times, then yes. I'm pretty sure you... Did I say that correctly? I'm pretty sure every time you said it correctly. But boy, is he turning into a Mickey Rourke or something.
Yeah, yeah. With the hair back like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Did you see, like, even at the beginning, like, how it's like a show and there's, like, people screaming, like, Johnny!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. People love him. You can even hear the jury just laughing at everything that he said. Yeah.
Like, there's so many weird things that happen, like the guy vaping and driving during his testimony. Did you see that?
No.
He's like doing the vaping with a big puffs of smoke as he's like talking about he worked at like a hotel.
Wow.
And he was like being asked if he had seen or hit or whatever.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah. And, yeah, I saw a thing, with his accountant or something. Yeah, the whole 14 and 7 million or whatever. And he was so outraged. He was like talking about, 30 million to make all that money to give her, and like all the charity stuff that you heard before, where she was going to do that and didn't give it to it or whatever. All the payments. But there's something else about that I really wanted to fucking mention that was super hilarious. But
the pill to Marilyn Manson. I once gave Marilyn Manson a pill just to stop talking. And he has that, like he talks like he did in Fear and Loathing.
Yeah.
A megapint.
It was weird hearing him like actually talking for the cross-examination or whatever for a while.
Yeah. But favorite Johnny Depp movie? Do or Die.
Would it be Fear and Loathing? I got a real connection with Ninth Gate.
Yeah. Ninth Gate.
Even though it's probably not the best movie.
No, I'm drawing a blank.
Blow.
Yes, Blows.
I've watched Blow many.
Love Blow, definitely in the... I love Blow. I love the film Blow.
Yeah.
I
suppose you could put cocaine in that box.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to say that. Yeah. I was really impressed by Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
This is another one of those experience movies for me that me, my mom, and my brother went to the theater to watch Sweeney Todd, not knowing it was a musical. And the music starts and we all look at each other like, what's going on here?
It's fucking singing?
Yeah.
Yuck.
But I loved it. And like it opened my eyes to musicals from then on in.
Yeah. And then I got canceled for the jokes I made. Just kidding. I love musicals. Les Mis, Cabaret.
Quickly, can I see any other Johnny Depp films?
Donnie Brasco.
Oh, okay. No.
Which I also
favorite Oh, Donnie Brasco's a killer. Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, I love Sleepy Hollow.
I love Christina Ricci, and that was like prime Johnny Depp. I love that movie. Best Johnny Depp movie.
The rest of it is just looking, us looking away.
Maybe that's how we'll end every episode.
Just looking off into the distance. Before we end, let's ditch Victoria. It's really good. I wish, like, there's more beneath the surface, but one-shotter, and it's like as crazy as it can get. So briefly, we'll go over just nothing.
Phyllis, you hung in there. She didn't say a peep the whole episode. She's usually talking a lot.
Yeah, she's a cool cat like that. Alright, Victoria. Look it up. Type in 2015 as well. It's hard. It's annoying to look up on Google or whatever sort of search engine you use, Jeeves.
But it's on Amazon.
Yeah.
For a good price.
Yeah.
But definitely check out this movie.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, no, it's one that I try and recommend to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And there's actually very few that I'm so adamant about.
Yeah. There you have it.
Yeah.